earphones on. Hold on.
Please put your earphones on.
Let me put my earphones on. Hold on.
Yes. Come on,
Hold
hair.
on.
Come on, hair.
Wait.
Come on, hair.
Hello, darling. Can thine hear me?
Thine can. It's good. It's good, right?
Yes, it's so wonderful. Hello.
Hello, friend. Hello.
Hello. I'm so excited. I can't even
I'm
like
very
contain
excited
it right now.
I'm busting at the seams, honey.
Like we're finally here. Like we're
We are
finally back together. You know, who would have ever thought? We'll go into that, in more detail as soon as you open up the show.
Of course. Oh, well, hello, people. I'm sorry. We were just, engaged in ourselves here, but welcome. welcome.
Yeah.
I want to just go ahead and start off by saying, what up, though? Because that's me, Detroit.
So
native.
why do y'all, okay, wait. So why do y'all do that? Because,
that's our greeting. That's our greeting.
I understand. But so, because I was born in Detroit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have family in Detroit, brothers, sisters, cousins, all of that. Where did it come from?
It's been a thing. It's literally our greeting.
To say what up, though? Like what up?
It's our signature. It's our signature. Just like how Southern states, they be like, howdy, y'all, and all that type of stuff. We have our own thing.
I'm sorry, no one in Southern states has said that since we overcame. So what do we? Okay, come on, keep going with the opening. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Anyway, listen. It's just our greeting, okay?
Oh, okay.
If somebody say what up though to you, just that they're from the 313.
Oh, I know where they're from. I don't have any question of that. I've heard it all of my life.
Yeah,
it's just I always wondered where it came from. It's a very interesting salutation.
It comes from the murder mitten, right there.
That is nothing to brag about. Let's move forward with the opening of the show.
Oh, well.
What?
Anyways, what up though, fam? It's your resident host here, Perry. I am the wardrobe stylist and also half of this dynamic duo that sits right before you here.
Yes, what's up, everybody? And I am your girl, Ashton. I'm an actress. I'm an advocate. Ashton Grooms, that is. Google me.
Google her.
And this is the Perfectly Abnormal podcast, where we celebrate all things abnormal because normal is so boring. Okay.
As fuck.
So we don't do normal. We do abnormal because we get such a bad rap for being abnormal, for being rare, for being unique. And I don't think we get celebrated enough as people that, have abnormalities. But who gauges what an abnormality is? Like, who gauges what's not normal?
I'm normal. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. All right. So I have a little game for you to see how normal, I guess, if we were gauging something. All right. So it's a rapid fire. All right. So I'm going to throw out something and you have to choose without even thinking.
I got it. I'm here.
Okay. Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Oreos.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Bottom or top?
Ooh, both. Both of them. You don't want to play no more, friend? What happened?
I don't want to play no more.
You want to play no more?
I didn't realize what I was asking. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
It depends on what you.
I was thinking about
whatever the flavor,
bed.
whatever the flavor of the day is. See, but here's the thing, though. Like I can give you a little bit of.
What is happening right now? Go ahead.
I just want to give you a disclaimer.
Go ahead.
Let me give you the disclaimer.
We're listening.
Because I can give you a little trade.
Can you hear me okay? Is the audio
all
right?
Oh, I can hear you very well.
Honey. Really? Are you sure? Yep. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So I can give you a little trade, especially if you call me on the phone on a good night and I'm like in the bed and I answer that phone, I'd be like, what up though?
Oh God.
I can give you that though. Listen, I'm literally a walking catfish because literally you see me in person, you be like, wait. Is this the same one that answered the phone? It was just like, what up though? Like, who is this?
Everybody
I'm
watching
sorry.
or listening,
They be like,
Perry
sis,
is about 4'2", so
listen.
that's what he's talking about right now.
They be like, sis,
I can't.
what's
I
up?
cannot.
What's up, sis? I
Oh
got you.
wow. So
Anyways,
give us the other one. So that was if you were wanting to top, but give us another one. And if you don't understand what we're referring to, in certain communities of the world, give me some dignitary type of voice. In some communities of the world, you know, you
all of
have
that.
certain sexual positions, and
Oh yeah.
one of those being, the top and the bottom. Now, I wasn't referencing that when I asked him the damn question, but that's where his mind went. That's
I'm
goes to
sorry.
show you what
That's not where you
perspective.
went for real.
That ain't where I went at
Let's
all.
call a thing a thing. Stop it.
Oh,
You knew exactly where we were going with all of that, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and I'm gonna let you have your fun. Anyways, so you want to know the second half of that, and the second half of that is just literally just, I guess it's my aesthetic. My aesthetic is very androgynous, so I play on those feminine, attributes and things like that with my dress. It's not completely that, but it's a good mixture. So, I have it's like a hood chic.
Yes, the hat,
like an urban chic, like I give.
hat.
Yeah, exactly.
But
then I give you a little pop and a little detail.
Zebra carpet jacket.
Bitch, I skinned her myself. All right. I skinned her.
We love animals.
Myself.
We
do.
here at the Perfectly Abnormal podcast love animals and would never ever
Take that off the record.
Skin an animal to wear.
She's not. She's just inspired by.
That's the print. The print is inspired.
It's inspired. It's inspired by. I would never harm an animal. I love animals.
On the first episode,
it's not gonna happen that way.
It's not gonna happen that way. What are you sipping? Why didn't I get the memo to have a drink? What's happening here?
I don't know. So I'm not gonna shout out the people. I mean, it's a market.
Okay. Not sponsored.
They're not sponsored yet.
Okay, right.
Anyways, it's a market that sells this fresh lemonade here. It's literally squoze from a farm.
What's the word?
It's a farm.
No, the word before that.
Squoze.
Squoze. It was squozed.
It was squozed. I don't need you to call me out. It's squozed.
It was squozed, everyone. Fresh squozed lemonade.
Squozed.
Freshly squozed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to listen. Okay, it's the first one.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna
listen here.
But you already know. But you know me. I'm literally gonna make up my own words if I want to.
Oh, I ain't talking about the words. I'm talking about me over here fighting with this microphone. It's the first one.
Girl, what's going on?
Hey, fella.
What's going on?
Move. It's too soon. You just used the word squozed. So is that the right word? Is it squozed? I think you would use squeezed.
Squozed.
The best squeeze.
It's freshly squozed.
Move along with your story.
Lemonade.
Okay.
And
lemonade,
it's from a organic based market.
Are you going plant-based this year? Is that a decision that you've made?
No, not at all. I love meat. All the meats.
Okay.
Move along. All right, come on.
Please.
We was doing the fast rapid questions and you just stopped. Give me like three. Give me like three more and then we'll
hot or cold.
Ooh, hot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Domestic or foreign?
Foreign all the time.
Okay. Employee or boss?
Boss.
Oh,
definitely.
You had to think about that one?
I had to, because the thing about it is that I didn't know what lens we were looking at it from. Do I want employees? That type of thing. I might need a little help.
I don't want to play anymore with you because it just doesn't. It's not fun. It's not fun. You take the fun out of it.
Anyways, can I play a game with you though?
Sure. Come on. Let's bring on the games.
So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Ashton lives under a rock.
Wait a minute.
When it comes to
hold on.
Urban ratchet music.
Listen.
I don't think she's really black or she doesn't have some type of like card or something, or it may have been revoked, or I don't know what the case may be.
This is what we're gonna do today.
But she doesn't know any people from the ratchet community. She just doesn't know who they.
I I don't
He doesn't know
know
who they are.
baby T-Rex and the littlest baby
I'm
of the
sorry.
family and the baby's cousin and
You
large
done?
medium baby, the toddler baby. I don't know them. I'm
You done?
sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
You should be. So here's the thing. We're gonna show some pictures of some people in that, that era that's killing the game.
I got
And
this.
you got to guess who they are.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you any hints. You
Okay.
only have basically 5 seconds to answer.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Okay, so am I just gonna be picking like who these people are?
Yeah, you gotta say who they are. What's the name of the artist?
Oh, I got this.
5 seconds.
I don't have to name a song or anything, right? Or can
No,
I name
no.
a song too?
You if you want a bonus, you can.
Come on.
Come on, you ready?
Come on.
First one.
Bring it.
5.
The ill Nana.
4,
Don't you ever in your
3,
life. Foxy
2.
Brown.
Okay.
Don't
Right.
ever.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, you tried.
5.
Hold on. Bring the camera closer.
4, 3,
Portia.
2,
Portia Williams.
1. No.
That was
Portia. Absolutely not.
Who that?
No.
Now put that picture back up there. That was Portia. Look at that. Bring the face back up. Bring it to the camera. That's Portia. Oh, that's her sister Lauren. Who that is? Oh, that's Cash Doll.
See there? You got it wrong, honey. You ready again?
Yeah.
Next.
Come on. It was the angle.
5, 4, 3,
Nicki Minaj.
2.
Why is that? Why is that red?
Megan Thee Stallion.
No. Where did that go?
Girl, stop. That is not Nikki.
How would I? That was a horrible picture. I would never. I can.
This is not a horrible. This is a good picture.
I love
of her.
Megan. Megan, I love you. I didn't.
Girl.
Mean that. I feel like
we got 2. You got 2 more. You ready?
Okay, make it good, friend.
5.
Give it to me. It's
4.
focusing. Hold on.
Hold on. 5.
Ashanti.
4.
Wait, pull it back 3, up.
2.
I don't.
1.
Lala. Lala.
Absolutely not. That is the baddest. Trina. Still
That's
the baddest. Ain't
Trina.
a damn thing changed.
That's not Trina, friend.
That's Trina.
Friend, that's some light-skinned person.
That's Trina, honey.
Trina where? Which Trina?
We got 2 more and then we moving on, honey. You may not be able to get this one because her face is really not in it, and you would literally just have to know her body.
One's face wasn't really in it because that wasn't Trina's
okay,
face.
but I'm gonna go to this
Trina's
other one first. I'm gonna go to this other one first. You ready? Oh, hold on. Let me focus it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Okay, that's Eve.
Oh, you knew that one, huh?
I saw the forehead. Foreheads. We connected.
Foreheads, y'all connected.
Yep.
Okay, so this one you may not even get because you may not, unless you really know, you know.
Wait, go back up.
5.
Oh, that's that girl
4,
from Ghost.
3.
Light skin
2,
Asian
1.
light skin.
She is not Asian. Where you get Asian from? It's light skin. It's light skin Keisha. Bisha, if you wanted to be nasty with it. But yeah.
Same difference. Oh, I love
her. Friend, you guessed a lot wrong.
I guessed, but no. Okay. See, it's always
okay.
It's always the devil trying to point out to you the insufficiencies that you might have in life.
But here's the thing. You did fairly well. Okay. I'll give you that. I did
good.
Fairly well.
I did good
in regards to everything. So
I did good.
You did fairly well.
I did good. Now, one person that I'm not mistaking, but I might have a hard time putting his children together is Nick Cannon.
Listen. So here's the
confused.
Thing.
Is this gender reveal? Okay, so is this gender reveal for a new baby?
It's for a new one, a new one. Is this like his 10th baby? Ain't
it's
it?
About his 57th child. By this woman,
he got a whole football team.
This man,
he got a whole football team. He the coach.
Like, what is it? Is it something that happens in somebody that just wants to have that many children? I mean, he can afford it. So
we're not talking. Let's take the financials off the table,
okay,
and let's talk about how if he can cater to these 50 kids that he has, because it takes enough for you to
yeah,
be shooting up, you know, everything that you done crossed into.
right,
He's
right.
shooting up the place on all of them,
Yeah. Well,
friend.
I don't know if we can really use that reference anymore, friend. So here we are. So here we are. You
Okay, we're not gonna say that, but he, I
you finna
mean,
get us canceled by PETA and
okay,
everybody
okay,
else.
okay. Listen, I won't. He's just ejaculating
Yes, he is.
in everything that he, crosses path with.
That's how it
It could
happens.
be your dog, a cat. It can be anything.
He is a
Hell,
very
that's
fertile man.
he's
Very
a very
fertile.
fertile man.
Yes, he is.
And the thing about it is that he needs to think about how he's able to nurture to these children and these multiple beings that he's bringing into the world. The
Yeah.
financial part is a good part of it. It's a big part of it. However, it's the upbringing.
Mhm.
If you understand
I
what
mean,
I'm
but
saying.
nobody really knows. I mean, we sit out here and we speculate and
True.
we talk about, but nobody knows. He might have a way that he sees all of his kids in the same day every day.
How? And then he works 7 jobs,
Money
literally.
money means power, you know. He
He
has
works literally
ways,
7 jobs,
and
and
that
then
does not
you're
mean that those kids can't come up on that soundstage when he's working and sit and be doted upon.
all 50 11 of them, right?
I mean, I've seen it
Y-
happen.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
it could be. He could. There are ways, you know, for
She's
him
so
to be there.
politically
No,
correct. I
I'm
want
not
to be
being
politically
politically correct. I'm
correct. I
just
want to talk
saying.
about, he's doing it.
No,
I don't know him. We don't know.
really,
Keep it going,
really,
right? Like,
really,
who are you? You're boring.
really.
Come on.
I'm just saying that in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's a lot of children to have. It
It
is.
is a lot of.
However,
Here's the thing.
if
I'm not gonna talk
but
about
I'm
it too
just saying if
bad.
he's able to emotionally be there for his children, which it sounds like he's done a lot of emotional work. When you hear him speaking, he sounds very mature, very healed, and all of that. So I don't see a problem with it.
Okay. And just like you said, the financials are there, so he can take care of them, and they're going to be well taken care of. But I have heard a couple of their names,
Mhm.
and some of them they need that financial push behind them because later on down the line, and them trying to get jobs, and your name is Sarah
Oh
John
my
Pope the
God.
third mixed with uh, heaven earth or whatever
Now
they
now we're
whatever they
getting
pull
canceled.
from
Now we're
anywhere.
getting canceled with from everybody else. Now you've left no one on the table. Now you're talking about people's names. Jesus.
Anyways, let me go ahead and push forward
Oh
because
my
there are other
God.
people that have had children, and I was just amazed at her. And I've watched this over the weekend, and it was Janet Jackson's documentary, and
Yeah.
she had a child at 50, like 50 years
Yeah. Well,
old.
my
She had a
mom had
child.
a child at 41. So
We talk about
I'm
additional 9 years though.
that is true, but I'm 17 years old. And I mean it happens. Women are amazing
Ashton,
beings.
girl,
What?
girl, girl.
What did I do?
You say you how old?
I was 17.
You were 17,
I
so you're not
said
7. How old are you
I
now?
never said I was. Why would we? I feel attacked. Okay. I feel attacked.
I'm only asking a
I feel like
question.
this is a
You
lot of
shouldn't feel attacked. I'm
aggression.
only asking a
I feel
question.
like this is a lot of aggression. And
Not at
I feel
all.
like we were talking about Janet Jackson and her amazingness and having a baby at 50 years old. Can we get back to the freaking show?
I'm gonna let you live this reunion.
Thank you.
This reunion, I'm gonna let you live.
Anyway,
Okay.
I think she's amazing. I was downtrodden. It's a new word. I was downtrodden at the fact that I feel like it's a retirement announcement. I don't think we're going to see Janet Jackson anymore, kind of like that of Tina Turner.
So here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. I don't think it's more so a downtrodden, as you would call it, of her announcing that she's retiring. I think
Mhm.
she's just more so just saying that she's not going to be doing the tours anymore. She may put out a song or so whenever she feels inspired, or what case. I wish she doesn't. Um, I guess I was saying before. I don't think we had that conversation, and I was just telling you, like, I'm okay with her just bowing
Because
out.
you're not a
It's
true Janet fan.
here's
See,
nothing. Here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
Janet
I love
fan.
Janet. I love her. She's an icon, a legend. She's the unicorn of the nation. Okay,
Okay.
call her whatever you want,
Hmm.
but she doesn't have to put out anything else. She's paid her dues.
Okay, and you
Pay
know
my
what? But you know
dues.
what's so funny? I
She's paid
understand.
them.
I understand and I agree to some extent, we have such a great catalog from Janet
We
that
do. We don't need anything
she can
else.
just go and, take pictures and stuff, but to not see Janet anymore. No award shows,
She's taking care of her
no.
baby. She's taking care of her baby.
I
She
get
doesn't need to make
it.
these appearances
Who died
anymore.
and made you Captain Understanding today? Okay, I'm just saying I want to see Janet again.
She's just like the other artists, like even Mariah Carey. I've already said that before. She can go ahead and bow out.
Now
She can
Mariah
pop.
can go on
She
ahead
can
and sit down.
she
Mariah
can
can
pop
have
up
a
every
seat.
year because she's the queen of
I love
Christmas.
Mariah Carey. I think she is one of the most vocally talented women that
Yeah.
ever touched the face of the planet.
Oh, she's
But I
amazing.
I do agree that she could definitely go and have a rest.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
see artists like that. They don't have to put out any. Their catalog that they've had from decades before speaks
Yeah.
for it. Volumes. It speaks
Right.
for itself.
Right.
So we don't need anything else from you in this regard. Like, go ahead, take care of your kids, grandkids, take a couple of vacations.
Yeah.
Make an appearance
Yeah.
here and there. Let the tabloids take a snap of you or whatever. But
Mhm.
go on. I mean, who
Yeah.
who really wants to work for the rest of their life?
That's that.
No,
No,
no matter
I
no matter if
understand
you're
that.
no matter if you're a celebrity or not, like who
I
wants to
get
work for
that
the rest of their
because,
life?
baby, I'm waiting for my delivery. Listen, but what do you
You ready to
think
be
about?
delivered?
Yes, I am. What did you think about her and Justin Timberlake?
Is a scandal. It was a scandal. And
Mhm.
that whole situation, it was literally just a nipple. Like, who hasn't seen one of those?
But I still would have to have a lifetime supply of concert tickets or something. You gonna come sing at the
Here's the
baby
thing.
birthday
She made
party or
this,
something?
she made the statement and she said that don't come after Justin.
Hmm.
He's apologized profusely, but it has nothing to do with him. And she's already forgiven him and she wants her fans to just let him go.
Do you think that if this happened with Britney Spears, we'd be having the same
Oh,
conversation?
absolutely not. She's we you know
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm
you
wondering
know where we're
because
at.
it's not like the camera panned so quickly from the situation. So they were on it enough to know to hurry up and get the camera off, which they did. And then when you go and you do a freeze frame, her nipple wasn't exposed. It was bedazzled with a really nice little
Yeah, it was
bedazzleization
cute. It was
thing.
like a little jiggly thing.
It didn't it I don't understand what the big deal was with it at that time. I know we were in a different time, but it just when you have people like Madonna who have done some very, very risque things all over television.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk
So
about it.
let's talk about that. And Janet definitely has, when she blossomed into her womanness, she definitely was very sexy and risque.
Mhm.
But I just don't remember all of these conversations happening,
They weren't
when
having it.
the counterparts did something like that. It was a mistake. And I don't get how
So,
it.
what the documentary did point out to me that I didn't correlate at the time, I guess because I was a little bit younger as well. So, I didn't really, get into what everything was going on. I was in high school, but it was just I
Yeah.
wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah.
At the time, her brother was in court for,
Yeah.
the molestation
Yeah.
charges and everything else that he was going through. So they wanted something to, pull more into attention to that whole family.
Got it.
So, of course, like she said before, I'm guilty by association. So therefore, there's a lot of things that my brother may have done and I'm being blamed for it. And yet they're going to, you know, emphasize all these things that are happening. So my chest is coming out for a second and they're going to emphasize that. They're going to sue me and everything else. Everybody wants to drop me and I'm not invited to the Grammys. And it's just a lot.
Yeah.
I think, like she said, that whole last name it has a heavy tie with it.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Very heavy. I can't imagine. But it was irresistible to notice how beautiful of a woman that woman is. Like to see her back
She's
in the
gorgeous.
day, and
Gorgeous.
then now it's just like, oh my god, like she's so beautiful. Um, but I really enjoyed it. I don't feel like I learned anything new.
The only
I
things that I learned new was the depth of like some of the deals that fell through. Like I didn't know about her having a Coca-Cola deal and then them pulling back out because of things that were happening with Michael. Like those are the things, like the highlights of those type of things. It was always like speculation or rumors. She never really confirmed or denied any of those things, but within the documentary, she did point out those. So those are some of the things that I did catch.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but I'm a Janet fan. I'm a Jackson fan. So,
I understand.
um, I didn't learn anything new. I think I was a little, underwhelmed. I think I might have wanted to see Issa for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Now that would have been shocking.
That would have been
That would have
amazing.
been
You know
shocking.
what I mean? I
I don't think
understand
she wants. I don't
protecting
think
her
she wants
though.
to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
protecting him from
Yeah.
that. I get it. But yeah, I just, I wanted to learn a little bit more, maybe about the marriage that produced Issa. But I mean, I know that's a tricky topic because it's your son's father. So,
Yeah.
you don't want to necessarily tell certain things. I get it. But I think it was a great, I wish it was on HBO because the commercials were
Yeah,
killing
the
it.
commercials were terrible.
And I
Okay.
feel like somebody like Janet Jackson would be on HBO, no? Like,
No,
wouldn't
no,
a
no, no, no.
documentary for
I
Janet?
totally agree with you. Showtime
Yeah,
stars, one of those
something
premium channels, of course,
premium.
definitely. She deserved that. But the thing about it is, I'm glad that she put her own story out. So
Yeah,
let's just start
absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely. And I mean, not to slight Lifetime. Lifetime is a women's
no, no, no,
network
no,
for
no. Yeah,
women
Lifetime is
empowerment.
amazing.
So
It's
I
amazing.
get it, but it's just, I would have expected it to be with no commercials. The commercials were kind of throwing me off. I'm sitting there getting into Janet, and then it was like, oh, I think I want a Chrysler van. Just all of a sudden, out of the blue. And it
You
was
look like
very
you would drive a
confusing.
mommy mobile.
I would totally drive and have it decked out. You hear me? Luther on the record every time it
Playing
come in. Get in. Just
Superman can.
open the doors. Ooh, every time. Okay. I would do that.
Friend,
Shoot.
that's too much going on.
I'm
It's
just
too
saying.
much.
Speaking of too much going on, I want to pause and just say how excited I am to be back in this space. I think
Mm,
that if you're watching, and I'm not going to get emotional because why?
here she go.
But if you're watching, Perry and I did a show years ago when both of us were young and living in DC, and we called that show The Nine. And, we did exceptionally well,
Yeah.
being brand new to that type of
Oh yeah.
platform. And Perry being completely new to that type of avenue. We did pretty good and we had a great chemistry, and it offered for me a safe space, when I was away from my family and friends so far. But now, here we are at a perfectly abnormal podcast, and I'm just excited. I've been thinking about this as I've been putting the stuff together, and it just, the time is now. We live in such a heavy time,
We
and
do.
it's such a transformative time because when we come out of this, just think about the greatness that's going to come out with us, right?
Yeah.
Um, but the time for us is now, and I'm so happy. What happened with the nine? That's the one question I always get
Listen,
whenever I'm
I
approached
still
by
get that
it.
question today.
What
And
happened?
it's it baffles me and it's kind of crazy. It takes me, I'm grateful to have those people that still question about that because
Yeah,
it gives me that sense of that they miss it, you know?
yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like, what happened? What happened? What
yeah.
happened? And the only thing that I could really relate to what happened during that time is that growth needed to happen. We needed to live
Mm,
life. And at that
mm-hmm.
time, it was more so, I'm not going to say that we weren't ready
Yeah,
because we were ready. It was just
yeah.
that we were not in the right headspace at that
Yeah.
moment.
I feel like we've lived so many lives in between
Oh,
then
honey,
and
yeah.
now.
Honey,
You know what I mean? Like
I've lived.
we were
Okay.
babies at this period of our lives, and we were both trying to maneuver through whatever it was that was happening between those ages.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot, and it just got overwhelming, and I think the best decision that you and I made was just to dissolve the show. That was a bit, trying, but
It was
at the
hard. It was our
same
baby,
time,
right? It was like,
yeah, yeah.
what we
But we
gonna
were
do?
just young, and but the beauty of life, and I say all this to say, is that the beauty of life is that it always There's always cycles, and it always regenerates. And I think that now our relationship has surmounted, like it's just up there, right? In my
Mm-hmm.
level of friendships now. You're one of my bestest friends. And I'm serious, you are. I tell you everything. I tell you everything. Okay.
I
I
know.
do.
It's sick.
I mean, well, I can stop. It's a privilege. It should
No,
be
no,
a
no. It's
privilege.
fine. It's fine.
You sure?
Carry on,
Huh?
honey.
You sure?
Carry on,
I
honey.
was just saying I could stop.
Carry on, honey. I got
But
you.
anyway,
I got you, baby.
um, I'm excited. I'm excited to be back here with you. And I would not have imagined doing this with anybody else other than you, because for some reason you just get me. Like we just flow.
No, we flow. We get
We
it. We both
flow.
get it.
You're like the partner that someone gets and keeps in like an improv class, because you're always going to go with me. No matter where I go, you go with me. And I think it's a genius because you don't have that training.
I don't at
Yeah.
all. Not
So
one bit.
oh, and for everybody that's watching or listening, Perry and I have the same birthday. So we're both September 19th babies. He's a whole 365 days um older than me. And we were born in the same.
Wait. You made it like you see how you exaggerate stuff. Like you didn't have to
What do
say
you
365 days. You could have just been like, he's a year older than me. Like you make it so dramatic for some odd reason. I don't get it because I'm not
no.
that much older than you, honey.
Well, I'm saying like a whole entire 300 and
Yeah, you doing too much. If you would have
like
even if you would have pointed
365
down to like
days.
the year, the hours
But
and the
I could
minutes,
understand
that would have
maybe
been a
30
lot.
days, maybe 30 days. I'd say like a month, but 365, I mean, that's amazing. 360. I am 300, like
Ashton,
when you, like, I'm 365
move
days
on,
younger
honey.
than you.
Move on. Honey.
Okay.
Thank
But,
you.
we share, we share the same birthday and we were born in the same state. And so we have a lot of similarities. And I call him my twin flame because I don't know. I just feel like we were just, I don't know, created
It's
together and
crazy,
just
right?
separated. Yeah.
It's crazy how life is that literally God brought us into each other's lives because we were
Yeah.
literally like on
Because you
different
didn't talk to me for
spectrum.
like a whole year.
Here we go.
You would walk by me.
Sweetheart, I talked to you. I said hello to you every
No,
day
you
that I
didn't.
walk past.
No,
Are
you
you
didn't start
fucking
saying
kidding
hi
me?
to me until like a year after I had been sitting in that same position,
No.
that same
I don't
spot.
know what planet you were on
No, it's
or
okay.
what wave.
You and your
Maybe you were
pointy
on a sugar
shoes.
high. I don't
You
know
and your
what type of
point.
high you were on, but I literally, huh?
You and your pointy shoes would walk by my desk every day.
Sweetie, I didn't have pointy shoes every
Yes,
day.
you did.
Stop
And you
playing
used
with
to
me.
always wear blazers. You were that person, and you would always wear
Because we
blazers.
had to dress up in the office. Are you serious? Yes,
I
I was that
understand.
bitch that wore a blazer.
And
Yes.
you were also that bitch that didn't talk to me for a whole year. I would always be like, hi, hello. And you'd just be like,
She was the geek in the corner. Yeah, and I was the mean girl stumping down the hallway. That was me.
that's accurate.
What the whatever. Anyways, so back to the show because
Sorry.
you really just went off on a tangent.
My bad. I'm sorry. So, how are you guys doing? I heard that you guys were getting like a horrible blizzard up there in the northeastern region of the world.
So it wasn't even nothing. It was a little speckle. It wasn't anything that I'm used to as far as like from Detroit. Like this shit wasn't shit. It was literally a dust thing. I could
Yeah.
literally go out there and it would be nothing. Before, in Detroit, I'm used to 5 inches like up here, like to my
Yeah.
neck. And I'm just like,
Yeah. Because that's all of you.
keep it cute.
5 inches. I only got
Keep it
5 inches. Um,
Keep it cute. Just please
yeah.
keep it cute.
Well, friend, I want you to be safe and up there. I know that things can take a turn just like that. So hopefully everybody in the north,
Can I have a
the northeastern
it's the
section.
northeast. It's the north.
Okay,
Yeah, we're on the east. We're on the east coast. Random question. So is it required for you to nut when you have sex? Is that a requirement?
Where what?
Is it a
Excuse me.
requirement? I just want to know. Is it a
We were
requirement for
just
you to
talking about
nut
the
when you have
snow.
sex?
Did the snow make you correlate
Just answer the question.
like
Just
the whiteness from the snow?
that's what it was.
Okay. So, Yeah,
It's a requirement.
it's a requirement. That is an understood requirement, and if you don't meet it, you could be beheaded.
Beheaded? In what way?
Whatever way that the word beheaded conjures in your mind.
That wasn't answering the question, Fred.
I'm just saying, yes.
Which way is that?
Yes, it's necessary for you to have an orgasm after yes,
So you
absolutely.
you would be pissed off if you do not come during your interaction.
Absolutely.
So would you tell your partner like what the fuck was going on?
Absolutely.
So what if y'all really getting into it? Like y'all like,
but how are we really getting into it if I'm not getting into it?
You may not get off, but y'all really like having an intense moment,
Well, I
a
mean,
whole
that's
intense
happened.
session.
It's
And then you
definitely
just
happened.
don't come. So does that still
I'm gonna say this
constitute
right
as
now,
you
sir.
act?
I'm gonna say this right freaking now, sir. I'm gonna look right into the camera and I'm gonna say this to you right here, right now. Okay, your transitions are freaking epic. Because how we got up in this conversation, I don't even freaking know. All right. So if we don't get nothing out of this here show right here today, we
Okay.
got that you are a genius at segues. You know, listen, I have had my share of sex. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
each of the 3 times I definitely have come.
3 times today?
I said what I said.
3 times today? Is that what you're talking about, honey? Because we're not talking in the span of your whole sex life. Because we know that's a lot. Hang it up. Hang it up.
I mean,
hang up the lies.
I don't
hang it up.
I don't appreciate that. Okay. No, I've definitely had more than 3, but yes, it is definitely.
Oh yeah, we know. You've had 3 at one time. And
okay, so here's can I throw something in?
Sure,
here?
Go ahead.
So now, am I in a relationship with this person? Like a committed relationship, or is this just someone I just called on the whim of a night?
Let's say this is a person that you're dating. You're exclusively dating.
How long have we been dating?
Years.
Years.
Like a year. Like maybe let's just say a year.
Okay.
Y'all been exclusively dating for a year.
I won't say. I'll say 2 out of 3.
What's 2 out of 3 of what?
I nut 2 out of 3 times. What is that? Was the question, right?
What if you? That's what I said. The question was, what if you don't nut? Is that a requirement? Let's just say,
as long as he meets it 2 out of 3 of the times, I'm fine. The requirement is amended. If we've been dating for years, there's history there.
Okay. So there's a history there. So there's a commitment. All that plays into it. But if you're stating that if it's just a one night stand.
Well, if I'm out here and I'm single, then clearly whenever I make
the hypotheticals have changed. Well, listen, yes, we were just don't get technical.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying if I'm out here and I'm single and I'm not in a relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
And I reach out for someone to come and touch me on the inside and call my name. I'm expecting. See, the word of the day, saints, is expecting. I am expecting a deposit and a withdrawal.
A deposit into what?
I'm not going to go further there, but that's what I'm expecting.
A deposit into what?
Yep.
What are they depositing in?
The temple of my love.
Don't want to be on part of that temple.
That's fine. That's fine. You're getting. You won't even be on the premises, sir.
I don't want to be.
Good.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Oh God.
I don't want to be.
Anyway, finish.
All right, you've ruined the moment, but obviously you've already just stated that you need to have the nuts.
Is it necessary for you?
Not all the time, because here's the thing. Sometimes the interaction may be about me. Sometimes the interaction may be about them, and maybe the interaction is about us, and we get it off together. But you have to understand the whole layers of everything too. There's the form of masturbation, which causes people not to always come, and then there's always the form I could have done something beforehand, or
but maybe I just feel like if you masturbate, then you shouldn't be with that person because you can do that by yourself.
But you do
Am I
that by yourself.
wrong?
Here's the thing: people do it by themselves, and they still get in with the people. Is that not a thing? Are you seriously not calling a thing a thing,
Is that a thing? What you mean? Like, okay,
sweetheart?
so okay,
Sweetheart.
wait,
So
wait,
wait.
wait, wait, wait. So you okay? So what you trying to say is that people get together
Mhm.
after the hour of loneliness, and they sneak over into the bed of someone else to hold them real tight. That they just gonna do that what they could have done by themselves together.
So here's the thing. No, there are certain times when you just really don't want to have that interaction with anybody else, but you like the pleasure of yourself. You know, when you're in tune with yourself, you have those
I understand.
moments,
I
right?
get that. I
So
do
here's
get that.
so you have to understand that even people that are in situations or couples or things like that, they still masturbate. So what are you saying? So what I'm saying is that the level of is that that person may could have masturbated before they actually had interaction with their partner.
Mm-hmm.
They could have, maybe they want to save the nut for after the fact, and they want to do it themselves with them. I mean, it's so many things that you can think of,
Did
right?
you hear about that rapper that was talking about? I think he's a rapper. I forget his name. That was talking about how he doesn't orgasm when he, you know, he doesn't masturbate for one, but he doesn't orgasm when he has sex either.
I don't know. I've heard
He
it. What
was
was
on
this?
Angela Yee's lip service, and they were talking about that, and I commented under, and I said he's got to be a very sad person because how like I just wanted to hug him. I didn't want to do anything but hug him and send him a care basket because I
Did you want to
just
get him off
like
yourself?
how like
Was he cute?
he's not ugly. He's not.
Did you want to get him off yourself?
I didn't.
No,
But
that didn't cross your mind.
but if I
Not
was but
once.
if I was in front of him and he posed that challenge, I would have to have
How would you do it, friend?
huh?
How would you do it? The people want to know
The people, nobody wants
what
to
in
know.
what
Nobody wants to know
look
because we were going here.
look 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 look
Nobody
look
wants
look
to
look look
know.
look.
Why
What?
you always
Wait wait
got to
wait wait
make
wait wait
me
wait
have
wait
to
wait
be the
wait.
hoe? Why
Listen,
I got to be the hoe after every episode? I got to be the hoe.
what instrument on your body are you going to use? We just want to know.
Moving along, I want to know what instrument on Chris Brown's body he's not willing to use. What's
So
happening?
tell us a story.
What's
Come on,
going on?
tell us a story. What happened? Because
He's being
I
he's
heard
being
he's back in the
sued.
legal system
He's
again.
being sued for
Yeah.
$20,000 by Jane Doe, a choreographer that was working with him. They were on a yacht at Diddy's house. This is what TMZ reported.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and then he allegedly raped her. And it puts us in a horrible position, right? Because
Horrible.
I am a
Completely
fan of Chris
horrible.
Brown, just as I was a fan of R. Kelly. Um, but how do you support if
That is
these
true.
these are true? Like, and it's not to say that I'm not. I Of course I stand with the victim, and but what do you do? How do we do this? How do we maneuver this with these being what's being alleged?
I, I just I can't put together why. So here's my thing. I'm gonna focus on this part. The music part and who they are as a person are two totally different things, right? You get what I'm saying? Like their whole music side, which is like their career.
I
They go
think
to
what you might
work.
be saying is more like their stage, their
Yeah, yeah,
image,
yeah, 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 yeah.
their image from the real person.
Right. From the real
Okay.
person are two different things.
Right.
Yes, they're one being. We get
Right.
that.
Right.
But here's the thing. Are we able to separate the two at any point? Because you do that when you're in your professional life. Like I go to work and I'm representing this person,
Mm-hmm.
which is me. I'm working here. But
Mm-hmm.
then after I clock out, I'm this person. I'm turning up.
You
And
know what? I used to feel the same way when it came to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. I grew up with Bill Cosby, Dr. Huxtable being my father. You know what I mean? So
He
I
was
was
America's father.
very defensive of him at the time. But for me, what I had to realize is that oftentimes a man is going to be his art. So
True.
when you sit up and you use the image that you've created that's been given to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
For that of any type of predatory act,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have to keep you all clumped up together. Like you are who you portray artistically. I just hope that, and I don't hope this because this is a horrible hope, but I hope that it's not true. Like I just hope that he is not
Yeah, like you said,
that
it's
person.
it's a horrible hope because again, at that point, we're discrediting or discounting the other person which is the victim. At
Yeah,
this point, I just want it to play out how it's supposed to play out, and that the truth comes out, and we'll just leave it as that.
yeah, I get it.
If he did it, he did it. If he didn't, then it's there.
Well, I tell you one thing: people are speaking out, and in the day of people doing things and thinking that their power can hide it is gone.
Yeah, it's gone,
And people are speaking up, and speaking up, I know that you heard about the whole Tasha K and Cardi B situation.
baby.
So Cardi B spoke up and
She
let
spoke up.
the judges and the courts know that some comments that Tasha K, a famous blogger here on YouTube and everything, made about her, even to the point of being suicidal, and she
Yeah, it
ended
was
up
some
winning.
there's some bad allegations that she
She
made.
won.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, of course, like we said, the Cardi B won the case,
yeah.
and what she
four
had to pay,
million
like four,
dollars
I'm about to say $4 million,
$4
right?
million dollars
That's a
from a
lot of fucking
YouTuber.
money. That's a lot of money. Like,
$4 million.
so my question that was posed is like, are they making her pay back like lump sum? Or are they making her pay monthly? Like, where is she getting this money from? Is she going to basically pay for the rest of her life? I
I
mean,
mean,
like, because I don't know how. Let me stop because I don't know how much money she makes.
I
She's a
think she
YouTuber,
has a couple of million subscribers, and she gets views like that. So
but is
that
she
money,
making that much money on
she's
YouTube?
probably making pretty decently on each video. So I'm not going to sit and count her money, but that along with endorsements and things like that, I'm pretty sure she's making pretty decently,
Okay.
especially if
Okay.
she keeps kicking out the videos and keeps, I'm pretty sure some networks are probably going to be looking out to her at this point. She's
Not if she
created,
lost the case. I don't think they don't want to be
but
associated
no, but
because
she has created a platform from scratch that is incredible.
no, no, no,
So
no. No one's discounting
with
her
this
show. Her show
attention
is
that's
great.
being given to her, this attention that's coming to her from all of this, I don't see
Mhm.
that she won't be getting some type of phone calls, because people are starting to see that people actually care about this enough to care,
It's big though.
and
It's a
now
big case.
I think she's just stepped into another tier of journalism.
Oh,
Honestly.
it's really putting some eyes on her, of course, like you said.
Absolutely.
I mean, at this point, I was just scared. Well, not gonna say scared, but I was literally just like questioning, like, well, how is she going to pay this back? Though? Like,
Yeah.
that's a substantial
I know a lot of
amount of
people that are
money.
saying, they're kind of getting on Cardi and asking, what is she gonna do with the money? Like, just leave that girl alone. Like, you won, but what you gonna do with the money?
Right.
Like,
Like you already
like
humiliated her.
you got. But I
You've
don't think it
gotten
was a
it.
humiliation. I think that it was actually Cardi B just saying, "Hey, hold on,
No,
sis."
no, I think she
Like,
was. I think okay. Let me take that back. It wasn't humiliation. I think it was more so she wanted to show her that you can't do this type of
yeah.
thing. And she held
Well,
her
they showed her.
to the fire, basically. She held
They
her feet to
showed
the
her.
fire. And I get it. But I mean, at this point, what I will say is that someone who's not being held to somebody else's fire is Erica Jane from Real Housewives of Beverly
See, I
Hills.
don't watch them. And I feel
Oh, I
I feel
love
bad
them.
about this because I don't watch the ones that is a little few shades lighter than me.
Here's
I don't watch those. Is
here's the
that
thing.
bad?
Here's the thing, but them bitches, those the bitches with the real coins, okay? They make it if you got the coin, okay?
Oh, okay,
They
my
you see
bad.
that?
That's the
They
coin.
make it if you got the coin.
Oh, did he just show the tag? Jesus.
Listen, so those broads on that show, love them. I absolutely adore them because they got the real coin and they really showing what the hell Beverly Hills is really doing, showing their ass. But the thing about it is that Erica Jane was accused of basically embezzlement. Well,
What that mean?
let's just say, well, she wasn't accused of embezzlement. Her husband, or her
What
ex-husband.
they put jewels on their jeans?
No, 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 no. her ex-husband, who was a big-time lawyer in
Yeah.
LA. he was accused of stealing money from his people that he represented. And those are people that were like in fires. Those are people that were in airplane crashes, like those type of victims that are supposed to receive some type of settlement. And he would be stealing their money from them, embezzling it.
Got it.
So with her being married to him, of course, it's, guilty by association. And in this point, she was being accused of embezzling the money as well, because a lot of the businesses or the business that she did have in her name, he was funding the money through her business. So she was on trial for it all. And at this point, she has been dismissed, and she is no longer basically a person in regards to all of this, which I applaud, because it's been hell
Does she
for
get
her.
the money?
No, she doesn't get anything. This is her not being accused. This is her not having to pay any money, honey, because if it comes down and he's basically guilty for these things that he's been doing, he has to pay this money back to these people. And these are multiple people. And it's like almost like, I want to say 6-7 million point something. It's a lot of money. I don't even know. It's a lot of fucking money.
I don't feel bad for people like that. They have it.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's why he was embezzling the money. So,
well, if he embezzled the money, he now has it, right?
It's gone though. Like they don't know where it's at. Just like he spent it.
I'm sure he knows.
They were accusing Erica for spending it. They were doing everything. So that's why, because her being on this platform and this show and her having these different bags and having the glam squad and everything else, they were accusing her of stealing the money as well. So that's why she was on trial with it all. But she's been dismissed. Congratulations to Erica at this point. And hopefully she can rest a little bit easier at this point. And she's able to let her hair down, because a lot of times she just people thought that she was lying about things, and she really couldn't speak on a lot of it because she was literally being represented and she couldn't tell a lot, but they wanted her to air it all out on the show. So congratulations to Erica being let off. I know somebody who's not being let off of something. We talk about them Jake's girls. I mean, you know more about the story.
I don't even want to even really talk about it, but yeah, Cora Jake. So I'm here in Texas to all of the people watching. And a pretty popular now global family in the religious sector are the Jakes, Bishop T.D. Jakes and his wife Sarita and their children. Cora Jakes Coleman, now I believe just Cora Jakes, is getting a divorce, and she just announced it. And I was watching Larry Reid live, which I love him, but he was saying that there's some smoke and a little fire. And
wait, what kind of fire, friend? Like, they just get a divorce. So what's going on? What's happening beyond
there's
that
a reason
divorce?
for the divorce. There's a reason for the divorce, and I don't want to salaciously talk about it or anything like that. Is that
we're just talking
I'm thinking about? Yeah, but I'm just starting to have no faith in men, friend.
Was he a cheater?
I don't think this has, I don't know if he was, but I think this is something different, but I don't want to talk about that. I just want that to come out. Because I don't know. But what they're alleging.
You got your ear to the street like that, friend?
What do you mean?
You know how to tea like that? So Ray told you that?
I ain't see. But what I'm trying to say is what I'm trying to say is that it's making me lose my faith in love. I'm single. I'm the resident single host here.
I'm single too. What you talking about?
Okay. But so
like did something happen that I didn't know about?
Okay. So so for me, it kind of just takes me out of the realm of isn't he great? And like, nigga, what
so if that's okay, let's change gears a little bit. So what are you looking for? What would be your ideal
I ain't telling you
person for your life?
I don't want to.
No, let's go there. I mean, you want to claim this? I'm single.
No, because I know what you're doing. No, because I know what you're doing.
Here's my number.
Okay.
Look, it's me. Hi. I like long walks to the refrigerator.
I
And
know what you're doing.
what
You're
am I? What?
wanting for
No.
me to state what I want. So then you begin this whole thing with the people. I'm sorry, I'm hitting this thing. But you no, I don't need to be match made. I don't
Why
want any of
not?
that. I don't want that.
You're a beautiful woman,
I am a
and
very beautiful woman. Excuse
you
me.
you're
Very,
deserving.
very
Yes.
beautiful
Okay,
woman.
honey. I tooted your
Okay.
horn for you.
Give the
Beep beep.
very.
I got you.
There's
I
importance
got
in
you,
the
baby.
very.
I got you, baby.
Okay, come
I
on.
tooted your horn for you.
Thank you.
Here's the thing: you're a very beautiful woman, and I feel like you're deserving, honey. That's all. I'm just trying to find. We're just trying to the people, me and the
I
people.
agree.
We're
I
just trying to
agree.
figure out what is
But
it
I don't
that
see how
you're
what I
looking
just
for.
said made you place the blame on me. I just said it makes me lose faith in men. I'm fine.
That's fine, but
I'm here for the taking, honey.
we not about to
I
have you
like
lose
my
faith.
body.
Is this OnlyFans? I'm sorry, we're on the wrong. Can we change it?
No,
That's
I'm
not
just
where we're
saying, like,
at.
no, I'm just saying, like, I just, it's tough out here, and all my single women and men out there that are watching this right now, comment down in some
Please.
hearts or something if you
It's
whatever
a
you
struggle
feel
out
in your
here.
spirit, because it is a struggle, with social media, and then people just being liars for no reason. Like, what you got to lie for? Like, that's my whole gripe about the situation. Like, it'd be unnecessary lies. Like, dude, I've been knowing you stay with your mama. I looked you up. I Googled you before we even went on the first date. Like, I already know. Why are you lying? Sorry.
It sounded real personal, friend.
I didn't
Real
mean to.
person.
I didn't
It
mean to.
sounded
I'm
real
sorry.
personal right
If you're
then.
watching, I'm sorry.
You ain't sorry, because that was deep down in you. You wanted to get that off. You was
I
mad. You
did.
like,
I
I
did.
knew you was with your damn.
I
I
feel
knew
so
it.
better. I feel so much better.
I knew you was paying half the rent, half the bills, because you and your mama split it down the middle, and sometimes you don't even come up with the rest of the damn. I knew it. I knew it. You ain't got to tell me. I knew it.
So you feel. See, we're twin souls. We've been there.
No, not I, friend. I don't, honey. No, not I. I was about to put
Wow.
myself out on Front Street, but no, not I.
Wow.
Because me, honey, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't
I
like that.
cannot. Well, let me tell you, we've been talking now for about an hour, and I am so elated to be back. I have to um pause for the cause. Uh we are living in a very deep, dark time. One that has never been seen before. There are new things that are happening every single day that can increase our anxiety or deepen our depression and lessen that sight of hope. There are so many people right now who need somebody.
Yeah.
So if you can just open your eyes a little wider to your friends, your family, your coworkers, to whomever might be going through something, or
Yeah.
whatever. You never know what someone's going through. So just open your eyes and your hearts a little wider. I want to send my deepest love. We at the show send our deepest love to Regina
Yes.
King,
Oh, yes,
an
yes.
actress that has trailblazed and that has given people of color and all people such a great example of the brilliance of Blackness. And she's done that with class and poise. And so we send our love and our hearts out to her, as well as that Miss USA of, I believe,
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
2019.
Yeah.
I think her last name is Christ or Kist or something like that, but it was just reported today actually that she passed away from suicide. So you guys, life is a song, and we
It's
all
heavy.
have our own song, and it's nobody's responsibility to sound like you, right? So let your song be unique and let it be abnormal. And we're going to get through this thing called life together. We thank you so much for tuning in to our very first episode.
Thank you, guys.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel it's home. That's right.
It feels so natural, and it feels
we
good.
have so much more to share with you, because as I was saying, baby,
oh baby,
we've both lived.
Oh,
we got some
baby.
stories to tell. I got
We
some stuff to
do.
get off my chest.
We should talk
I got
about
some
that.
tea to I got some tea to spread, and
Next
it's probably gonna be my tea, but it's
Oh.
fine. I'm gonna let it out.
Feel it, baby. We got some
sometimes
Charmin.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
you got to tell your own story. Because if you let them other people tell it, they tell it all wrong.
Huh?
Let's get into this narrative.
Baby.
And on
I
that
love
note,
it.
Thank you guys for
I
tuning
love
in
it.
to the abnormal. What's it? Oh my God, the
Oh
perfectly
my
abnormal.
God.
It's okay. That's why it's abnormal.
We will
The
be looking for a
perfectly.
new host at the end of the show. See the
Anyways, thank you for
table at the
tuning into the
back.
Perfectly Abnormal podcast, hosted by your own Perry from the D and my co-host.
The wonderful, illustrious actress and advocate Ashton Groom.
You're beautiful, baby.
Thank you.
Ciao, y'all.
Bye.